Hello students, this is Vincent Fernandez, your mathematics teacher from Sarvajna Public School. Last class we have discussed about algebraic expressions, correct? So we have discussed about what is the meaning of constant, what is the meaning of a variable, what is a term, what is an algebraic expression. So we have idea about algebraic expressions. So today we are going to define some more terms. So coefficients. So what is the meaning of coefficients? Coefficients means having come together. That means being together there. Coefficients. So a number joined up with another variable or a number. So each of them are coefficients to each other. So there are two types of coefficients, let us say. So numerical coefficients and variable coefficients. So you can call it as literal coefficient also. So understand this concept, we have to take an example. So let us take an example. In this example, 15x. 15 is a number, x is a variable. 15 and x are multiplied to each other. So we can say that 15 and x are factors. They are factors of each other. Now as you can see, 15 is a number. So we can call it as a number or a numerical coefficient. With other two different names we can call it. We can call it as a constant coefficient, or we can call it as arithmetical coefficient. So we can call it in any one of these three names. Choose your own at your own convenience. So if it is convenient, you can call it as numerical coefficients. So as far as x is concerned, as it is a variable, it is called as a variable coefficient, or it can be called as a literal coefficient. So when we come to this part, there are two different types of terms. One we call as a like term, the other one we call as a unlike term. So like terms have got a speciality. What is that speciality? Look at the examples like here, 2x, 5x, minus 8x, 2 by 3x. So when there is a same variable and it has got the same power, that is same exponent, we call such terms as like terms. So 2x, in this part 2 is a numerical coefficient, x is a variable coefficient. 5x, 5 is numerical coefficient, x is variable coefficient. Minus 8x, minus 8 is a numerical coefficient, x is a variable coefficient. 2 by 3 is a numerical coefficient, x is again variable coefficient. So all of these have got the same variable coefficient, as you can observe. X, 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 x. All of them have got x as the variable. And what is the power of x? 1. So in all the four terms, x has got a power 1. That is, its exponent is raised to the power of 1. So therefore these are all coming under one group. We call them as like terms. Only like terms, they can be added, subtracted. So we have to classify as like terms and unlike terms. Now in the second example, we can say x square, x to the power of 2, correct? 8x square, square root of 2, x square, 5x square. These are four terms. In all of them you can see x square is the variable, and all the variables have all these four variables have been given power 2. So having the same variable, same exponent. So this is like terms. Now coming to the unlike terms part, it's the opposite of it, right? So naturally terms having same variable but having different power, unlike terms. Having different variables but same power, then they are unlike terms. Having different variables and different powers, naturally they are unlike terms. So look at this example here. P is different from xy. The variables are not same. Pm, that is a different variable. A is a different variable. A square. A and A may be looking same, but here the power is 1, here the power is 2. X here, though there is a power 1, xy has another attachment. Y is another variable attached to it. So we cannot say these are like terms. These are all unlike terms. So now let us go for addition of algebraic terms. Algebraic terms can also be called as a polynomial. So I am going to mention it as addition of polynomials. There are 4 rules to be followed, one after the other. This part you have to be very careful. Rules are to be strictly followed here for addition of algebraic terms. So sum of 2 positives is always a positive. So positive number plus a positive number is equal to positive result. So plus 5 added to plus 6 is plus 11. Next rule is sum of 2 negatives. So if 2 negative numbers are added, the answer is result is negative. So that means that minus 5 is added to minus 6, result is minus 11. Third rule, sum of big positive number and a small negative number is always positive. The number which is positive should be big. The number which is a negative should be, small. So big positive, small negative, then the answer is or result is always positive. Example is minus 5, which is small negative number, plus 6, a big positive number. So when you do this addition of these two, you get plus 1. Last rule, sum of a big negative number and a small positive number, the result is negative. So as you can see, 5 is positive, small number, 6 is negative, which is a big number. So answer should be negative. So that is minus 1. So these are the 4 rules. Now let us understand one example where we can add a like term. So first example is 5x square y, first term. Next is minus 7x square y, the last term, 9x square y. First observe, are they all like terms? X square y, x square y, x square y. So they are all like terms. So we can add them. So first write them all in brackets. In bracket 5x square y, middle plus sign. In bracket minus 7x square y, bracket close, plus bracket open 9x square y, bracket close. Why is this done? Because we are adding them all. If we are going to have plus and minus signs in between, it will become confusing. So that is the reason we write it in brackets. Now in all of them, what is common? X square y, that is the common, that is the term which is a like term, isn't it? That is kept out. So in the square bracket, put a square bracket. Outside the square bracket, write the x square y. In this part, what is remaining here? X square y you have put out, right? What remained here? 5. So write the 5. What is the sign here? Plus, okay. In this bracket, what is remaining? Minus 7. So minus 7 is written in bracket. What is the next term? Plus. Plus is written. What remained here? Only 9, isn't it? So 9. Now add the, you know the BODMAS rule, isn't it? First whatever is in bracket you have to do the operations upon, then comes a power, that is power of, then division, multiplication, addition, last of it will be subtraction. So BODMAS rule. 9 is a positive number, 5 is a positive number, add them up. 9 plus 5 is 14. From 14, what is to be subtracted? Negative number. So minus 7. 14 minus 7 is how much? 7. So 7 remained in this box. So write that 7, and what was outside? X square y. So this is the solution of the question. So next class we will be going further with the remaining examples. Thank you.